So you want to find out what's in the box? It's finally time to find out.
Sit.
We've got a couple boxes from GK Tech. And the ass end of the Z's lifted up, so that's your only hint. See if you can guess in the comments before I put these out of the box. These are going to be probably one of the most essential pieces to this build right now due to what's going on with my tires, and I'm hoping that it fixes it completely. Whoa. So what we've got here are the lower camber arms and the rear traction bars. That's going to do, since I'm lowered on BC coilovers, the wheels sag down and they start tilting as the suspension travels upwards. These are going to do is going to suck the bottom back in and bring my wheels flat so that I don't have camber gang tires after every event. Going through 8 tires in a day is a little expensive. But you can fix that by subscribing. We're just going to go at this without even considering the instructions, because can't be that hard, right? Exhibit A, camber gang tires. This one's a little bit worse. Got a bunch of digs in there. I don't know if the camera can pick that up or if I'm too close, but that's basically a brand new tire over here. There, I built you a chair, Shane. Almost forgot to show you guys one of the most important parts. What we have here are lockouts for the rear lower control arms, so that instead of there being a swivel bolt that makes it so you can adjust the camber arm through the mounting point, these are going to be adjustable through the middle with lock nuts, and we don't want that swivel bolt to end up getting beat loose and going wherever it wants. Get this thing up on jack stands and start tearing it apart. I don't want to set it on the suspension because we're going to be taking that apart. Hopefully that doesn't fall off of there. Just to show you what we're working with down here. Not a lot of space there with my old homemade exhaust, but we don't want that pushed up because that's going to make it real hard to get those arms in and out of there. Alright, to take both of the bars out, looks like it's going to be 6 17s and 1 19. I don't want to get my pants dirty. I need a real 17 for that one. The ratcheting head is not going to do it. I also, you know what I noticed? These are some fucking high for BC Ultra Lows. I think I could scrape the floor.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
Oh yeah.
I can go at least 2 fingers lower.
Yeah, you can go another inch and a half. First foreskin is on.
Took you that long to do one circumcision?
Yeah, I'm not a good peener snipper guy like you. I ain't got the technique yet.
It's all about the technique.
I ain't quite learned the technique.
Mine needs a couple more grease-covered cookies. But everything broke free, just now I gotta take everything out. Whether they come out willingly or by force, I don't know. It wants to. We need lube. Call Diddy.
Give me the baby.
WD Diddy.
S.C. Johnson, family company.
So you're family oriented. Or lube Diddy. Bit of a close-up view here for you. That arm there. You slide it off of there and push it up in there to get this. Off right there. because that end's not coming out first. So you slide it over, push it back.
Yeah, so the difference
Same but different.
The difference between the spacers for the camber ones is that they actually have a shoulder that goes into there. Those ones there just there.
These are those bolts that we're going to be deleting. We're just going to have a bolt that's straight from now on. That washer's offset so you can twist it to push it over. We don't want that to come pushing over while we're in the middle of a drift. Also, I don't know if they're supposed to be a little bit bent, but we're going to pretend they are, even if they aren't. We just got done putting back together this side. Now that we know what we're doing, because we didn't want to read instructions because we're men, we'll be able to show you a little bit better on this side exactly what's going on. We got to take a quick break because the mosquitoes are going to kill us, so say bye, Stratus. We're going to knock that bolt out right here at the bottom. Then we're going to go up there and we're going to knock that one out. It's going to be a pain in the ass to get that bolt to slide out up here past the top of that, but if you slide a skinny adapter in there after you push it out most of the way, you'll be able to push it right out through and it'll just barely skip past, but you have to twist it around a little bit because the lopsided lobe. When you break it free, that should happen. You'll have to grab that with either a 18 or an adjustable hammer. I chose adjustable hammer. Then that'll slide out nice and easy. That'll fall off. And then we're into the binding up here. I get the there so you can see. Right up there, it's binding up. It's not gonna happen, chat.
And just magically appeared.
I need to be able to see what I'm doing, and I cannot. It's a pain in the ass, but you can do it. Make sure you put this all back together. And don't lose none of it, especially if you didn't buy the elimination kit. Because if you didn't buy the elimination kit, you need to put that back together. And you should probably mark it with a paint pen what direction it was facing. And try to match the marks up onto the new part. Whoever put these on did not want them to come off. Take that out of there. Make sure you don't lose it. We're reusing. This one here is a bit of a pain in the ass. You're probably going to want a big breaker bar to get it off. Good dose of WD-30 will go a long way. Not going to be easy, but you need to push it that way. I'll lift up on this a little. You might need a friend to lift up on the hub. There. You're good. Okay. At least I thought you were. There. Don't give up, you'll get it. Make sure you don't forget about these little guys if you're also using the GK Tech. I'm going to leave the link in the description. Make sure you line them up with the stock parts so they're about the same length. And then we'll adjust in from stock point. Careful with these rubber grommets. because if you have this lock nut pushed all the way out against it, it's not going to want to sit properly, and then you're going to have an issue with getting this to sit properly onto that stud, bolt, nut, whatever, where the bat shaped thingy goes. You just slide one of these little rings on, slide that into place, or slide this up into the area, slide that into place, and then slide it on. You want to get the... We're going to push it up here. You got to try and keep it sideways.
My bad.
We're going to push it up here. Slide it back to get it on. You might need a little persuasion kick, but it'll go on there. And once you get it all the way, you can get that to slide in and you'll feel it bite in. On the other side, we had issues and we kind of squished it, and then it would like mar it all up and snap it in with the bolt, but we don't want to do that. You want to make sure that you get it all the way in, whether you gotta kick it like I did. When you're paying $600 to $1,000, depending on whether you live in USA or Canada, you don't want to mess things up by just not doing it the right way like I just did. I didn't want to read the instructions. I had to learn by fucking one up. Now we can come back. Slide that in. Gonna have to use the ratchet to get it in. I'm not asking, stick out.
Audible clicks.
Shane gotta go. Get a little RX-8 start up on his way out. You're quiet. No power steering. It's in a mood today. That's twice, 2 for 2 today. Don't forget your new lockout kit, if you have one. And definitely don't forget these. And you'll be able to tell the two apart because the camber arms have the bigger one, and they actually lock inside of this, where the other ones, they kind of lock in between the post that's there and the heim joint. You're going to want to make sure that's actually in there before you slide that up into place. One washer off. And to avoid the issue we just had, we're going to go in that way instead of that way. Snug that up a little bit. You just twist the shaft until it all lines up, and once we put it on the ground, we'll do some measuring and aligning and figure all that out. But it's getting dark today, so tomorrow I'll have to do that. But today, we will see this sit on the ground. Search the inventory for a second. If your knuckles don't bleed, you didn't work on your car. That one's done, this one's done, they're all done. Now we can put the tire back on, set it down on some blocks. In the next video, we'll be able to do an alignment on all this. Blocks. Next video, we're gonna go over aligning this and setting those arms up properly.